Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho. My co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
If you grow that goatee out a bit more, you could be from the Mirror Universe.
Ooh.
So, season 2, episode 2 of Picard. What'd you think?
This was awesome. I liked the last one. I think I love this one. This one was great.
I think I've been hurt before, and I'm so cynical when I watch these now.
I'm trying to enjoy it for what it is. Like we're off to a rip-roaring start. I'm invested.
Yeah, I'm looking at things and I'm just like, all right, I know why we brought the crew with us because it's a show and we want the crew. But I don't know why the crew is with us, let alone like people that weren't on the Stargazer.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'm not sure why Q brought Raffi and Eldor along. Like, were they even part of the whole task force that showed up? Were they?
They were on, the ship there, the Excelsior style ship. But why not just bring Soji too? What was the point of me being invested in her for a season and then not have her?
We're done with Soji.
It's just like, oh, well, we might as well be done with a few people here.
Maybe they did bring her, and it's going to be really awkward when they, just didn't try and find her to jump back into the past.
I intervened. You see, I thought to myself, I really must see Jean-Luc. So I simply sought out the nearest explosion.
What do you want, Q?
Oh, I could tell you, but you're far too clever to listen.
So this episode starts out where we get a little explanation from Q, sort of. Mm-hmm. He's all like, oh man, just had to go to the nearest explosion to find you. Mm-hmm. And you're screwing up, so you gotta fix your mistakes and learn forgiveness and basically learn how to love, because at the end of the season you're gonna have to marry Beverly Crusher so the timelines can reconnect.
That'd be nice.
That's the big problem with Q. He's just like, you've the timelines, but not marrying Crusher.
That must be it. But god damn, let's talk. John Delancey was fantastic here.
73, and he was so good.
Mm-hmm. And he's playing Q, Q seems a bit damaged in some way, perhaps even literally, but he seems more unstable.
Yeah, they almost hit you over the head with the word unstable. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, well, this better not be an Alzheimer's thing, because it's only 30 years and he's omnipotent and immortal, so.
Yeah, I think the explosion damaged him somehow, because he says he's a suture, right? Did they fuck up reality or something that hard? By what?
Because the Borg was going to do it. It would be Picard.
Yeah, because the Borg were moving through some kind of wormhole thing, and then this entire fleet exploded while they were sucking power out and trying to do something. So did they damage the fabric of reality that bad?
Well, he said he was looking for Picard, but whether it was the explosion or whether it was episode 8 from last season where he started with that French accent, he needs to stop him and he needs to seek forgiveness.
Yes. Yeah, I guess that might be the penance, right?
Yeah. Well, Cindy the French, people don't even sound like that.
No. But yeah, that whole exchange was phenomenal.
Yeah. And
he was just dropping the references on us, right? It's an episode of Lower Decks or something.
Oh, I was just like, he said Gul Dukat.
And they said Gul Dukat, they said Martok, they said Cisco. Man, we never talk about Deep Space Nine.
General Cisco.
Yeah.
Somebody said the other day that could be Jake.
Yeah, we don't know.
We could actually get him, because I know we're not getting Avery Brooks, but we could get the son.
Yeah, we could get Sarek.
Gul Dukat, executed in the Ithian forests just outside the capital city, put up a hell of a fight. In this reality, he's the reason you have that nifty synthetic body.
It was getting oh man, I laughed when he's just tomorrow's Enterprise or yesterday's Enterprise, and I was like, man, he's just throwing titles out here, he's throwing references.
I don't mind Q, the omnipotent being slightly aware.
Yeah.
A little bit fourth wall breaking.
That's all good things.
Yes, exactly.
Basically, they're in this alternate universe. Stupid Harvey. Still don't like Harvey, don't trust you. And he goes to the headquarters where he sees, we basically catch up with everybody. Mm-hmm. Rios is on a ship, which I'm just like, why would we be on the same ship? This alternate universe. They would have warships.
I think he is on an alternate universe warship of his ship.
Yeah, identical model. Maybe not red.
It wasn't quite identical because he had to mess with things to learn how to drive it properly.
Yeah, he probably didn't have any stun buttons anymore. It's all kill.
Yeah, exactly. Every button is kill.
Yeah, everybody's just out of it. It's he's getting a message like, what do you want to do? It's like, What would I do? Do that.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I guess we're killing Vulcans today.
Cool. It's whacking day.
Deflector shields at 67%.
Yeah, we see Seven. She doesn't have her Borg, or should I say Annika? Doesn't have her Borg implant.
It's good old Annika 7 shots. Right?
Yeah.
I love that.
I was really thrown off by her assistant slash husband slash first lady.
Well, we saw the ring right away, and I'm like, are we doing Chakotay? I will both hate and love if Robert Beltran walks in the room.
I would love it more than I hate it.
Yeah.
Because I would laugh so hard.
Yeah, that would have been phenomenal. But I guess he's already on Prodigy, so they're like, no, that's too much, Robert Beltran. We can't do anymore.
Can you have too much? I mean, I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
I watch movies with my track actors and I haven't seen them in forever.
And you could be Earth's next great hero, because a safe galaxy is a human galaxy.
Even later, I'm just like, okay, so we're basically the Confederation, which is the Nazi Empire, and they're like evil, and they're powerful, and they got Picard giving speeches, and like he's 80 and he looks frail, and I'm just like, that is not presenting strength.
Dude, he's like their most storied warrior.
It's like Mirror Picard, like biggest badass ever. But now
I'm sure that was exactly him like 20 years ago or something.
I would probably have gotten like some other like young muscular guy to take over for like all this advertising and stuff.
Like, nobody commands the respect like that. Nobody's gravitas.
And what about little Jimmy Kirk Jr.? And even then, Seven, thought she'd marry somebody taller.
Yeah.
Like,
no, she needs to be in control, right?
Yeah. He's just your assistant. Thought she'd marry somebody with muscles. I thought she was gay, guys. I thought that's what Picard said.
No, I guess she's bi.
Well, she has to be because she was in Chakotay, and she was flirting with Harry all those times. That meant something to at least Harry and me. Agnes has a talking cat on her monitor.
Spot number 73 something. Yep.
Yeah. She's in charge of watching the Borg Queen, who is completely just the Borg Queen. Still has all her implants.
Well, I think the Borg Queen that they have is the Borg Queen from the universe they are in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convenient that just about everybody else on the Stargazer, except for Raffi and Elnor, are there.
We can live. A wizard did it. A wizard did it.
I would have liked if the two other crew members that were still alive or not stunned also showed up.
Oh yeah, just two random ass crew members.
Yeah, even if they were just there to get killed during this plan.
Yeah.
That would have been cooler. Like, Captain, what do we do? Like, this is like, okay, you gotta cover that, and so they just get killed, and it's like, oh, wow.
I guess we can kind of nitpick who gets to come along in the time travel adventure, but this is basically just Sherwood Forest again. Like, this is like Q's done this before.
They were all on the Enterprise.
It's the same thing as Sherwood Forest. It's the same thing when they all got sent down to that planet with the pig monsters with the muskets. It's just here's you and some crew, go fuck around.
No, Sherwood Forest made 100% sense.
Sherwood Forest made 100% sense.
Worf was Little John.
Book it.
Let's just be honest. Mary, perfect Vosh. Like, everything lined up.
Okay.
Guy gets bored. Q! Just works. This is our cast. We gotta put them in this. Well, they weren't there. It doesn't matter. What about Soji? Kerr.
Okay.
We spent a whole season with Soji. We were developing her. Like, she was gonna go along with him, even though she wasn't with him when we started a year later.
Not anymore.
They can call us insurgents, terrorists, whatever they like. But soon, we'll be free.
Elnor, we didn't talk about Elnor and Raffi.
Yeah, he's part of a resistance in Okinawa.
Yeah, he had his girlfriend that was good for some exposition and then got shot.
They're like kissing or hugging or whatever, and then she gets shot and she flies up that way, and it's like, what angle did this guy shoot her? Then Raffi shows up and shoots all of her men because she's like, hey, Elnor, we're friends. And then I'm just thinking, like, you're bad at your job in both universes because you're supposed to kill him.
Well, why is she bad at her job in this universe?
Because she didn't kill him, and she
No,
killed
she's
her
not
own men.
supposed to. She's herself.
She killed her own men.
No, she didn't.
That's her job is
that was
not to
that
kill them.
universe. Oh my god. Whatever.
She wasn't on their side. She's
Yeah.
on the Confederation side.
No, she's not.
She killed Confederates.
Yeah, she did.
That's her job.
No.
It's not to kill Confederates.
No, it's not.
It's to hunt Romulan spies.
No, it's not. That universe is Raffi's job. I wonder if we're ever going to explain what happened to the people from that. Like, did we swap, or did these people just wake up in the bodies of these alternate universe people?
Chris, I keep nitpicking these little things. I don't think you should expect an explanation at all.
Yes. One thing, I was going to get into this more at the end. So I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed this romp, but I think it's kind of funny how cool and interesting this like evil future is. But we're not going to be spending time here. Like, this season's going to take place in 2024.
Yeah, well...
So we've traveled into an alternate universe so we can travel back in time in that universe. And, like, there's weird layers here.
Well, I think we're traveling back in time to fix it before it becomes
that universe, yeah.
So we should be traveling back to a happier 24.
So this is kind of a Ghost of Christmas Future kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I still expect a lot of amazing technology in 2 years for 2024.
I'll have slightly smaller phones.
Yeah. Like Zoolander.
Yeah.
Turn off my phone?
Yeah.
Earth to Matilda. This phone is as much a part of me as...
You know what? Can we just cut it out with all the Earth 2s, please?
So basically, they get together, they're trying to plan stuff, the husband's kind of onto them because Annika's acting all weird. Rios gets there because Seven's like, hey, Rios, come back. I like how everybody's just like, anything interesting happened to you? Are you evil?
Have you swapped any universes recently? Oh,
Yes.
thank Christ, Seven. Okay.
Yeah, I was worried.
Okay, oh my god.
What are you talking about? Sorry, hang up. Got a weird call from the president? Okay, I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Elnor, they're yours.
I enjoyed Raffi and Eleanor having to deactivate the shields or whatever they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's just like, here's a prisoner. Be like,
Dude.
have fun, guys. And they're just like, we're assholes. We'll beat this shit out of this guy.
Dude, you could you could do that right now in a lot of police departments. Politic. But yeah, no, that's believable. I fucking love how they all have just ninja stars on their badges.
Yeah.
Like, they just have detachable ninja stars as part of their uniform. That's
So they're gonna throw one and kill somebody?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I thought they would be more evil. Everybody at the rally for Eradication Day looked like bums.
Well, yeah,
They're just like there.
That's what everybody
I was
looks like.
Where's your like Confederate Nazi guys being like, yeah, eradicate them?
That's what they were. You're living in a fascist authoritarian dictatorship. That's what the population looks like.
And I know, Chris, that that's a bad thing, but I still think good on them for eradicating the Borg.
Oh yeah, that's huge. That's huge plus.
Yeah, that's
big
a
win.
lot of work.
I mean, like the Borg are going to be good guys by the end of this season.
Did they go to the Delta Quadrant and find them there too?
Oh, is that what Janeway did in this universe? Was she on like a fucking like mission, like infiltrate and destroy the Borg in the Delta Quadrant?
All right, now I know she plays 12 characters on Prodigy, but she could play one more in this.
That would actually be pretty fucking metal.
Yeah. That's why Chakotay's gonna come back like half Borg and be like, hey, don't hate me. I killed them too.
Yeah.
I thought Picard would use like a sword. He had so many like weapons in his like.
Yeah, that was
place.
gonna be a pretty
He's just
lame.
like, I'm just an executor like this, and then he's just like not doing anything. I was like,
Yeah, that's
stall them. Talk about your past in a French accent.
That's actually not a very, showy kind of execution, like just going it's
And
kind of like
at least he kind of played the part when he needed to with Raffi and saving them and stuff from the security. But
Yeah,
like
now he
Seven's
can act.
speech, like, yeah, she was saying some things that were bad, but it just sounded like she was nice Seven.
Well, I think, like, she didn't give the speech very well, and I think her husband was kind of side-eyeing her. Like, there was lots of parts where she could have, tried to amp up the crowd, but she was just kind of saying it.
Didn't she spend any time in Fairhaven?
Yeah.
She should know role play.
But the General's actions today echo as a warning to any species who dare defy the Confederation.
To the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and And then First Lady shows up, beams up with some guys, and they shoot Eleanor, and they try to put the Borg Queen in, but they're not getting out, and we're stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no spin around the sun. They needed the Borg Queen to do calculations, which, yeah, I get it, Spock did calculations, but Seven's smart, and...
The Seven's just base human in this. She
she's
doesn't have
still
any of her Borg
smart.
stuff. That's not even close.
She has all her memories of all her Borg stuff.
Yeah, but she doesn't have processing power.
Yeah, well, she tested stuff and it worked fine. And the computers are like, what, 130, 40 years later? I think Rios' computer is fine. I think it could do the calculations.
You need Spock.
I mean, the ship flies without a crew.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it could do the calculations.
Well, apparently it can. Looking at some fairly compelling evidence that says it can't, Jeff.
Well, I don't think you plugged the Borg Queen in. She had very evil eyes and seemed pretty happy about being plugged in.
Oh yeah, I was getting like straight up Jeffrey Combs vibes when they were plugging him into the ship.
And this is real.
Just plug me into the computer.
We're not doing that. She's being plugged in like...
What the hell are you doing?
Rios, we needed to go back in time.
Time travel is not a way to make me feel better. About anything. They're on to us.
I think...
Here I go, assimilating again.
I think they should have just gone to find Spock.
Ah. Well, Spock's pretty pissed off at them after Picard executed his dad.
Could easily be alive at this point, because the Romulan, like, son, like, maybe he didn't jump into the JJ universe this time.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would he? He wouldn't care.
Yeah.
He'd kill them. Or, you know, he'd be captain of the Enterprise still.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, final thoughts?
Yeah, this one was awesome. I'm a little surprised we're still in the Nazi universe after this episode. I wasn't expecting them to get caught. I was just expecting them to go and run around, and then we'd be doing our 2024 shit for the rest of the season. So maybe we will hang around here for another episode or two. But yeah, it'd be fun to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Who do you think the Watcher is?
Feels like Jeffrey Combs to me,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm sure it would be Brent Spiner.
It could be, yeah. I think we've seen him. Well, we saw a projection of him today, and we've seen him in trailers. I think the easy answer is Guinan, but should be more of a listener than a watcher, and we've already specifically called out that she's aged. So if they go back in time and it's Guinan, they're going to have to de-age her, and I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah, I will be throwing red flags at the camera if we see present Guinan.
Yeah, because
after they did that.
They could have easily, like, when Guinan just showed up, they just not mentioned it. Like, I wouldn't have given a shit. Nobody needed that explanation.
Yeah.
And unless this is connected to Q being damaged somehow, I don't think it is. I think it's because they, like, super fucked up reality with that explosion. But, like, maybe her and Q are linked somehow and that kind of thing.
Could be. I mean, this episode asked you to buy in on a lot of outlandish things of like, oh, this isn't a connect here and this isn't a connect here. And you know what? Even if I do buy in on everything,
I do.
There's still one thing I just can't. I mean, the First Lady is so short. Like, Seven seems like a tall person. She's not wearing her giant stilettos. I don't know. And it's like, why would you marry a strong, buff dude? Don't get it. You made him your assistant. It's like a lackey. And yet, he has the power to overrule you because you're acting odd. Kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Prove you're from this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Betraying yourself. Well, as always, guys, thanks for watching. See you next week.